college quarterback. It is slated to be a quarterback-saturated draft at the top of this week's NFL draft. What is that? I mean, do you have any thoughts? Does that bring like some memories back, just seeing so many quarterbacks out there, or what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it certainly does, man. I was a quarterback. I have the quarterback mentality. I think the quarterback's just a leader in the room, and I feel like I'm a leader in the room, a leader on the mats, and I'm extremely excited for all the guys getting the opportunity to get drafted this year, and it's an exciting time. There's and unfortunately, the guys going to the top of the draft are going to go to some crappier teams, but hopefully they get that opportunity to turn the program around. And, I think I saw Jacksonville's finished, they finished with the worst record.
Worst record. Yep. 100%. They're number one.
Yeah. So I think 12 of the last 13 seasons, if I saw that correctly. I could be wrong on that, but they've been down for a while. So for to get a guy like Trevor Lawrence or, Justin Fields, those guys are great competitors, great athletes. And, I'll definitely be tuning in on that day.
I love it. Kurtz going mainstream sports with him today. So one of those crappy teams is our own Denver Broncos, of course. And listen, diehard Bronco fan, you can see it. I can say that. I've been through thick and thin with them. So what's your gut feeling, Jacoby? You think Broncos go with a quarterback, or do they let it roll with Drew Lock another year?
I think that they're going to go with Drew Lock another year, man. I was asking a bunch of my buddies, if that are Broncos fans, if they believe in Drew Lock, and they do. I think John Elway does. I think Peyton Manning does. A good buddy of mine I've become pretty good friends with over the past few months is Dalton Reisner, who's
nice.
an absolute stud on the starting guard on the Denver Broncos, and he's an up-and-comer. He's the nucleus of that team, man, and just being around him, his attitude is infectious, and he wants to win, man. He's a grinder. He believes in Drew Lock, and he believes in the Denver Broncos, and I think they get guys like that on board, and they're going to be paying that guy a big money contract because he is truly the leader of the team. And when he starts getting everybody on board and you get that winning mentality, that winning attitude, hell, Drew Lock, I think, finished the year pretty well, man. He had what was the stat I saw? He threw more touchdown passes, and I can't remember. It was a pretty interesting stat.
He had a good end of the year for sure, man. I mean, he was coming back on.
Yeah, and
getting unnecessarily beat up.
Yeah, I think so too, and he's still young, man. I think the hardest position to play in all of professional sports is quarterback. People just don't understand that. You have to, and that's where I got my short-term memory, bulletproof confidence saying from, was being a quarterback, man. You go out there and throw an interception, you got to forget about that quickly, and you got to go on to the next play. You go out there and you throw a touchdown pass, you got to forget about that quickly, and you got to go on to the next drive. So, and just to be the leader on the field, you take all the criticism, when you guys lose, and you get all the glory when you win. So it's a tough position, and then especially for a young man, so. I think Drew Lock's in a good position. I think that they can win with them, and hopefully they can turn things around for their program.
Definitely. Well said. That's why we have to ask the quarterback himself.
Absolutely. Dustin Jacoby, the NFL draft expert now. Can't wait to see your mock draft coming out.
Yeah, I'm a big fantasy football guy, man. So I follow it all closely, and, I've been playing fantasy for over a decade now. So I love it, man.
Heck yeah. Well, Dustin, we appreciate the time.